Hello, friends. Welcome. I am so glad you're here. My name is Stephanie, and I am super excited to move through this grounding yoga flow with you today. So, during this short practice, we're going to slow down, drop into the present moment, and bring some real intentional awareness to the body and the breath. If you've been feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or just a little disconnected lately, this practice is for you. And as we move, of course, as always, please give yourself full permission to find whatever variations or modifications feel accessible to your body today. There is no right or wrong here. This is your practice. Honor where you are. And let's take a deep breath and we'll just jump right in. Okay, friends, now that we have found our way to our mats, I welcome you to just find a cozy seat that could be on the shins or crisscross applesauce or any other place that might feel comfortable for you. Somewhere where you can be for just a few moments here as we start to settle into the body and into the breath. So allow yourself to come tall through your spine. Let your shoulders be far away from your ears. And if you feel comfortable, you might blink the eyes closed and maybe just rest the hands on top of the knees or the thighs with the palms facing the ceiling. And before we begin to move, we'll just allow ourselves to begin to tune into the sensations of the body as they are right now and right here. You may notice areas of tightness or tension. You may notice areas of softness and openness. And we're just here to witness, observe, and be curious. So, no judgment. And from there, you can just start to shift your awareness to your breath. Not needing to change anything, just simply noticing this natural pace and rhythm that your body already knows. And then you can begin to slowly deepen the breath, allowing more air to travel into the lungs, into the heart space, and into the chest. Allowing the chest to rise and the shoulders to move with the breath. And as you continue to breathe slowly and breathe deeply, I invite you to set an intention for your practice. It could be something that you want to invite in, a feeling, an energy, a mantra, an affirmation. Or it could be something you're ready to release. And when you have it, I invite you to breathe it down into your heart space. Allow it to rest there throughout your practice, and just know that you can reach for it at any time. And you can begin to blink the eyes open and start to notice your surroundings once more. And from here, just starting to come into the body slowly and intentionally, we'll find some shrugs and some rolls through the shoulders. And so, what that means is that you can use an inhale to start to bring your shoulders close up to your ears. And then your exhale can allow the shoulders to kind of roll down and back. So the inhale will bring the shoulders close to the ears. Exhale will roll shoulders down and back. And we'll just do this a few more times, of course, at your own pace, and taking extra breaths where it might feel right. Good. One more final cycle here. And we'll meet with the shoulders relaxed. Good. And then we'll use our next inhale to reach all 10 fingers high up to the sky. And then the exhale will release the right hand to the earth beside the right body. And we'll inhale just to lift the left fingertips up and maybe over for a side body stretch. Very good. Inhale to reach back up. And exhale this time to the left. Left hand to the earth beside you. Right arm reaches up and then reaches over. Just keeping the chest nice and open. Good. The next inhale will take us back high to sky, and the exhale will find a twist to the right. So you can bring your left hand to your right knee or your right thigh, and your right fingertips might touch down behind you as you start to turn towards the back. Kind of looking over that right shoulder. Good. Twisting through the spine. Continuing to breathe. Good. And then we'll inhale to come back to center, reach up. And exhale for a twist to the left. So that means the right hand will come to the left knee or thigh. Left fingertips to the earth behind you and twisting back. Tall through the spine. Breath is up into the chest. Very good. We'll inhale to come back to center, reach up high, and we'll exhale to release the hands down to the sides. Very good. From here, we will meet in a tabletop shape, facing the front of the mat, so wherever that might be for you, and we'll allow the shoulders to start to stack over the wrists and the hips to stack over the knees. We'll move through cat-cow. So what that means is we'll lower the belly towards the earth. We'll shine the heart forward and lift the gaze. And then our exhale will allow us to round the spine, tuck the chin, look for your belly button, and tuck your tailbone. And then the inhale will take us back into our cow shape as we lower the belly and lift the gaze. And the exhale will allow us to round the spine and tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Very good. Keep moving through here at your own pace, inhaling for your cow and exhaling for your cat. Of course, taking extra breaths where you might need and allowing any other organic movement to come into the spine that might feel good here. Good. And just one more full breath cycle here, and we'll meet in a neutral tabletop. Good. So when you arrive, we'll start to use our inhale to reach the right arm and the hand up high to sky. The chest opens. And then the exhale is going to bring that right arm underneath the body and reaching over to the left. And then we'll inhale to come back, right arm and hand high to sky, reach. And then the exhale is going to lower the arm, thread it underneath the body, and reach over to the left. Let's do it twice more. The inhale will reach us up, and the exhale will thread us through. Good. Just reaching over to the left side. Last one. Inhale, we reach nice and high to the sky. Open the chest. Good. And this time, reach your right arm underneath the body. Allow the right arm to touch down. The shoulder will touch down. The right temple and the right cheek may touch down on the earth as well. Good. Use your next inhale to press yourself up, reach that right hand high to sky, and then exhale to put the right hand down. Same thing on the left side. We'll use our next inhale to lift that left arm and hand high to the sky, open the chest, and then the exhale is going to thread that left arm underneath the body, reach, and then inhale will come back and reach high, open the chest. Exhale to thread the hand under and reach. Last one. Inhale to reach up. And exhale to thread your needle. This time, go ahead and rest the left arm down onto the earth. Allow the left cheek and temple. And of course, you can adjust your right hand to better support you in any way. Good. Take just one more full round of breath here. And we'll inhale to press ourselves up one last time. Reach that left hand high to sky. And then the exhale will rest the left hand down onto the earth, neutral tabletop shape. Very good. From here, we're going to make our way to a downward facing dog. So we'll inhale to tuck our toes underneath, and then the exhale will just start to pike the hips up and back, and you can start to pedal out your feet. So pressing one heel into the earth as you bend the opposite knee, just waking up the backs of the legs here. You're in an upside down V shape and your fingertips are spread very wide on your mat. Your chest is melting back towards your thighs, and there can be a generous bend in your knees, and your heels do not need to touch the floor. Gazing between the ankles. Good. And when you're ready, we will come to stillness. Allow the feet to come together at the back of the mat so that the big toes touch. And then on the inhale, we'll lift our right leg up high into the sky. The exhale is going to let us turn just a tiny bit towards the right, so you're looking under your right underarm. Your knee will bend, your foot will fall towards your bum, and then you can decide if you would like to stay here in stillness or if you would like to circle through your ankle or circle through your knee. Good. Three-legged downward dog. And then use your next inhale to extend that right leg back out, toes high to the sky. Exhale, we'll set the foot down. And we'll do the same thing here on the left side. So the inhale will lift the left leg straight up and back. The exhale will allow you to pivot open just a tiny bit. So look under your left underarm, and then you can decide if you would like to be in stillness or if you would like to circle through that left ankle or that left knee. Good. Coming back to the breath if you've lost it. And then using your next inhale to extend that left leg back out high to sky. Exhale, we will set the foot down and find our downward facing dog. Very good. From here, we'll shift ourselves forward. So to look between the hands, let the shoulders start to travel over the wrists, high onto the tippy toes, and we'll exhale to tippy toe our feet to meet our hands. Very good. Once your feet meet your hands, we'll use an inhale to lift ourselves halfway up, create flat back like a tabletop. Maybe your hands will travel to your shins. And then your next exhale will fold you back down again, tuck your chin, look for your belly button. And then we'll inhale to lift ourselves all the way up. We'll reach up, press our palms, and look up. And then your exhale can allow your hands to travel into your heart center, and then they can relax down by your side with your palms facing forward to find Tadasana or mountain pose. Very good. We'll move through one slow half sun salutation. So we'll inhale to lift our arms and hands overhead as we look up, and then the exhale will let us dive forward, find a forward fold, Uttanasana. We'll inhale to lift ourselves halfway up, create that flat back shape once more, and then exhale to fold down again, tuck your chin. Inhale to lift yourself, press your palms as you look up, and then exhale to bring your hands into your heart center and then to your side for Tadasana. Very good. Adding on Sun Salutation A, we'll inhale to lift up, press your palms, look up. Exhale, dive forward. Find yourself in a forward fold. And then we'll inhale to lift ourselves halfway up, flat back, like a tabletop. And then this time we'll exhale to plant our hands, step our feet back, and start to find a high plank shape. Good. Take a big inhale here, and then we'll exhale to lower our knees, and very slowly and carefully we'll lower our chest and our chin all the way down to the floor. Keep your hands where they are outside the chest, and then we can inhale to lift the head and the heart. Find a low cobra bhujangasana. Good. Exhale to lower yourself down, and we'll do that twice more. So inhale to lift your head and your heart. Your elbows are squeezing back and the tops of your feet are pressing into the earth. Good. Exhale to lower. And last one, we'll inhale to lift ourselves up. And then this time, we'll exhale to press into the hands, press the earth away, tuck the toes, and lift the hips. You can adjust your feet. And now you're in a downward facing dog. Take one full round of breath here. Good. Bring both feet together at the back of the mat so your big toes touch. We'll use an inhale to lift the right leg high into the sky. And then the exhale will shift us forward, bring our knee towards the chest, and then maybe we can step that right foot in between the hands to find the top of the mat. Your left foot can scooch back, your knee can lower, and then you can use an inhale to stand tall onto your left knee and reach high to sky. Very good. Low lunge. Inhale here, and then we'll exhale to open arm twist to the right. Right hand goes back, left hand comes forward. Good. Chest is open, fingertips spread wide. Big inhale here, and then we'll exhale just to lower that left hand to the earth inside the right foot as the right arm reaches high to the sky. Good. Dragonfly. The shoulders are beginning to stack. Take a big inhale here. And then we're going to exhale to find a modified knee down side plank. So we're going to allow that right foot to move to the back of the mat and keep the left hand and the knee down on the earth. Adjust yourself as you need. And we'll just take 1 or 2 rounds of breath to kind of explore this shape. I like to find big circles through my right arm, allowing my chest and my bicep to open up here. Very good. We'll find stillness with the right arm reaching overhead, and then we'll use a big inhale to reach high to sky. Think about standing tall onto that left knee. Very good. And then your exhale is going to let your right hand find your right leg, and your left arm can start to reach up and over for a side body stretch. Good. Inhale to reach up high to the sky. And then we'll exhale to lower the hands down to the earth. It's a 3-legged tabletop. And then you can send your hips back towards that left heel. So now you're in a half child's pose, half gate pose. Very good. We'll use our next inhale to come forward into that 3-legged tabletop shape. And then we'll just start to pivot our hands back to the top of the mat, and the body will naturally pivot as well. We're going to head towards a lizard shape. So the right foot is currently at the back of the mat, but we're going to bring that right foot to the top of the mat, but outside the hands. Very good. And you may need to tuck your back toes and lift your knee and scooch it back so that you can let your hips press down towards the earth. Good. Lizard lunge. So the right knee might be close to the right shoulder, and we'll just spend a couple of rounds of breath here, allowing the hips and the hip flexors to get a stretch and begin to open. Very good. From here, we'll transition into a pigeon. So we'll allow our right foot to start to heel toe over to the left side of the mat. And it might come a little closer down towards the body. And then you can lay that right leg down so that it's bent in front of you and your right heel is now close to your left hip. You can stretch that left leg back, and then maybe it would feel good to lower down onto your forearms and just take a few very slow, deep breaths here. Very good. Use your next inhale to come tall through the arms, and then we'll just lean off onto that right hip, turn the body towards the wide edge of the mat, and then we'll scooch that right foot in to meet the left inner thigh. We can reach high up to the sky here, and then we'll exhale, left hand, left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Very good. We'll use our next inhale to reach both arms high up into the sky. And then the exhale is just going to softly release the hands down to the side. We'll pivot ourselves towards the top of the mat. We'll let both legs be nice and long out in front, legs close together. We'll inhale to reach out through the arms and the hands. We'll exhale to hinge at the hips, pull the heart forward. And then when your body tells you to stop, you can begin to round over the legs, letting the belly fall over the chest, letting the head be heavy, shoulders be heavy, and allowing the hands to rest wherever they land. Very good. Use your next inhale to return to a neutral spine. And then we'll make our way back to a downward facing dog. So for me, that's going to look like a crisscross applesauce. And then I'm just going to roll over the legs and the feet, plant the hands, unwind the legs, step back, and pike the hips high up into the sky. Very good. When you arrive, we'll take a big inhale and then exhale once again to just lower the knees down into that neutral tabletop shape. And then we're going to make our way to a low lunge now on the left side. So bringing that left foot to the top of the mat in between the hands, finding some balance, and then using another inhale to stand tall onto that right knee as we reach high into the sky. Very good. Take another inhale to lengthen here. And then the exhale will give us an open arm twist towards the left so that right hand can move forward. The left arm can move back, fingertips wide and chest open. Good. Take your last inhale here, and then we'll exhale for dragonfly, allowing that right hand to find the earth inside the left foot and reaching that left arm nice and high to the sky. Very good. Shoulders are stacking and you're finding the breath. Good. Inhale to reach, and then we'll exhale to pivot open into that side plank with the knee down. The left foot finds the back of the mat. Take a moment to adjust yourself, find some comfort, and we'll just take one or two rounds of breath to kind of explore this shape. Maybe find big circles through your left arm, allowing the chest and the bicep to begin to open up here. Good. We'll meet with that left arm reaching overhead. We'll take a big inhale, and then we can stand tall onto that right knee once again, reach high to the sky, and then the exhale can let the left hand find the left leg, and the right arm reaches up and maybe over. Chest open. Very good. Find the breath. Inhale to reach up high to the sky, and then exhale to plant the hands, find that three-legged tabletop, and then the exhale will start to shift the hips back, finding the right heel and maybe lowering down onto the forearms here as you just start to soften through the upper body. Very good. Good. We'll use our next inhale to shift forward back into that three-legged tabletop. And then we'll exhale just to start to walk the hands back towards the top of the mat as the body pivots as well. Lizard. So that left hand will kind of scooch out of the way towards the center of the mat so that the left foot has space to come to the top left edge of the mat. And then your back toes can tuck. You can scoot your back knee back, and then maybe just find some space for the hips to really start to sink down close to the earth. Good. The left knee might be somewhere close to your left shoulder, and you're just finding your breath, allowing the body to kind of create some space and unwind here. Good. Please take as much time as you would like here in your lizard, and just know that pigeon awaits you when you're ready. So that left foot can start to scooch towards the right edge of the mat, and then that bent leg can start to settle down in front of you. Scooch the right leg back if you need, and maybe just find yourself soft on your forearms here as you settle into this shape. A really great opportunity to reach for your intention. Very good. And just use your next inhale to start to come back to a tall spine, tall arms. We'll just lean off onto that left hip, start to pivot ourselves toward the wide edge of the mat. And then you can allow your left foot to travel inside of your right thigh. Inhale to reach up high, and then exhale to find your right hand somewhere on your right leg. And that left arm can reach up and over, just staying open through the chest and keeping that right shoulder far away from your right ear. Very good. Inhale to reach up high here, and then we'll exhale just to release the hands down to the side. Heading for a butterfly shape in the legs, we can just let the soles of the feet touch in front of us. You can scoot your bum closer to your feet if that would feel good to you, and let the knees be nice and wide. The hands can rest wherever. I personally like to open my feet like a book. We'll use an inhale to get really tall through the spine here. And then the exhale will allow our heart to kind of hinge forward, reach forward over top of the toes. And then when your body tells you that's enough, you can begin to round through your spine. Let your head be really heavy, let your shoulders be heavy, and just notice the sensations of this shape, Pada, Konasana, or butterfly. Very good. Use your next inhale to just ripple up one vertebra at a time, returning to a tall spine. You can use your hands to close your knees like a book. You can plant your feet on the earth and just very softly and intentionally begin to lower yourself down onto your back. And from here, I invite you to reach for a happy baby. So that means that the hands can reach for anywhere on the legs, the calves, the ankles, the feet, but just allow your knees to be super far apart, reaching down towards the earth outside of the shoulders, and allowing the soles of the feet to point high into the sky. And once you find what works for you here in this shape, maybe you find a little bit of a sway from left to right, just really noticing that connection between the back of your body and the earth. Good. Taking as many more slow and deep breaths here as you need, and just knowing that when you're ready, you can begin to find a shape of rest. Most commonly known as Shavasana, traditional Shavasana shape would be on the back with the arms and legs long, maybe allowing the palms to face the ceiling, closing down the eyes, and just allowing the back of the body to become really heavy here. Softening through the muscles of the face, softening your jaw, the head, the neck, the shoulders. And just allowing yourself to be here in the quiet stillness, coming back to the breath, coming back to the sensations of the body. I invite you to stay in the shape for as long as feels right to you. And just knowing that your practice is complete. There is nothing else to do and nowhere else to be other than this present moment right here and right now. Thank you guys so much for being here for hopefully my first of many guided online practices. I really hope you enjoyed this flow. I hope to see you very soon again on your mat. Please reach out to me with any questions, any concerns. I am here for you. I want to hear about your experience and any concerns that you might have. Please take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself, be kind to your neighbor, and namaste.